We just go cap it. Oh yes. All right. Weekly trade recap. Before we get into it, I need to say something. So, in my prayer journal, I feel like the Lord wanted me, or in my trading journal, I feel like the Lord wanted me to write down, that I was gonna pass the funded account on the last page of my trading journal. And I was like, oh no, I'm tripping. But then that feeling got very intense, and I was like, oh shoot, I'm not tripping. So I wrote down, in my finite thinking, thought that meant I was gonna pass the funded account, within these next couple trades. Well, as I get into this weekly recap, you will see that was not the case. In fact, I got cut very bad this week. And this whole trading week, so Monday through Friday, was spiritual warfare like you would not believe. I was like, I took one trade and I was like, all right. Now, mind you, the first trade I took was like the stupidest trade. I'm like one of my dumbest trades I've probably ever taken. Like, I was literally like, it went slightly in my direction. I was like, oh, I am going to take it. I was like, it went slightly in my direction. I was like, I'm not going to take it. Then it went a lot in my direction. I was like, oh, I am going to take it. And then I took it. And then like literally immediately after I took it, I'm like, what am I doing? And I got out. And I was like, wow, that was nice, Cayman. But yeah, so essentially what the Lord was trying to tell me was that, first of all, when have I ever done anything according to exactly how you thought it was going to happen? Like, boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, really the whole thing with what he's been trying to show me, my fault, my car is bothering me. This whole thing and what the Father's trying to show me is like, how are you going to handle what I'm telling you to do and what I'm asking for you and what I'm speaking over you whenever it doesn't happen right away? And he's done this to me in the past, right? My legs one day, like, they were, because I was fasting, my legs hurt very bad. And he spoke over me. He was like, your legs are healed. And they didn't get healed. And I was like, oh, I was tripping out. Clearly wasn't the Lord. And I was like essentially doubting him. And I was just like, man, like, I'm tripping. I wake up and both my legs are completely healed. And I was like, well, that brought that same revelation. Like, he told me this and I doubted it. You know what I'm saying? And yet he was still faithful. So he told me this now and I doubted it. But I know he's still faithful. So this time it's a little bit different because now I know he's faithful. He's steadfast always. So who might be like, oh, well, it didn't happen exactly how I thought it was going to happen. So it must mean, I'm tripping and God didn't actually tell me that, but that's not the case. So let's get into this weekly trade recap. To be honest, I know I don't like editing my videos a lot. This is going to take some editing, low key. Because I'm going to have to go into TradeOvate and see, like, the trades that I took. Because I don't even remember, like, the prices and all that stuff. You know what? We're going to try to do it without TradeOvate. But if I can't remember, I'm going to have to go back and forth. So anyway, as always, we're doing screenshots because I have yet to find a screen recorder that does not make my computer bug out. I have a Lenovo. I was going to tell y'all what I have. I don't even know what the heck I have. Anyway. Let's get started. So, Monday. Realistically, bro, let's look at my trading journal. Let's see, why did I take this trade? This is Pook's trading journal. This is my trading journal. First trade ever taken was March 15th, I think it was. No, March 23rd, 2023. 2024. I was like 2023. 2024. Let's see what I jotted down. the heck? Wait a second. Guys, we have a problem. I'm just kidding. All right, bet. So anyway, I figured it out. We're just gonna go based off of the trade journal. So February 5th, Wednesday, I took a short. I wrote Goofy at the top because this was probably one of the goofiest shorts I've ever taken in my life. I lost 206. I put going into the day, I was bearish. Basically, I took a consolidation trade, 1 minute fair value gap that was taking forever to get a reaction. I remember this actually. Once it finally broke structure, after like 10 minutes, I entered. Like, bro, rights. And then I do rights and wrongs. So rights, I put literally nothing. Wrongs, consolidation trade, and fair value gap. Proof it was not a strong fair value gap. Lock in with the exclamation point. All right, so let's go over this trade. This trade was taken at 9:13. So we're kind of just gonna zoom over there because I was bearish this day. I literally remember this trade. I was bearish because of this here. I was bearish because of this. And I in my own mind it was like, okay, well, we're up here, like, and then we had an S&T on ES, so I was like, well, on the 1 hour we broke structure on the downside. On the 1 hour we broke structure on the downside. I'll screenshot that for you too. On the 4 hour, it looks like we're coming down. And I wanted to see these lows. I wanted to see what lows. I wanted to see, man, in hindsight, bro, I'm looking like what did I even want to see happen here, bro? Like, what did I even want to see get, like, stupid. Anyway, so yeah, confusing trade. Anyway, I'll run you through it. On the 1 minute, at 9:13, we had this huge fair value gap. That's what I was looking at. So you see why this is an idiotic trade. We're consolidating in a fair value gap. That is not a good sign, man. That is not a good sign. If we're consolidating in a fair value gap, if we go into it and we don't get nothing out of it, then we go into it again and don't get nothing out of it, then we go into it again. First of all, a retrace into a fair value gap. Whoa. A retrace into a fair value gap a second time is already not a good sign. Like, the fact that we hit it, came out, and then went back in, that's already not a good sign. So in here, I'm sure you can tell why this is not a good sign. We came out, went in. Came out, went in. And like, it's just like, what the heck type of stuff is that? So anyway, my little fidgety little wanna COW winning trade was like, oh, we barely broke structure by like $2. Let's enter, yeah. And then probably like 8 seconds later, let's see exactly how long I was in this trade. Within the next, good thing I did, because within the next 10 minutes, I would have got cooked. Why do I keep on doing an accent? I would have got slapped way harder than I should have. It was a $300 save. Still a dumb trade. Anyway, so that was Wednesday. Thursday was a little bit less of an invalid trade. Let's shoot over to Thursday. Wait, hold up, let's do Thursday. I took a long and I lost. Let's go over it. So I wanted to see on the 4 hour. I thought like today was such a simple day, and it turned out not to be. So I wanted to see this high up here get taken, this 4 hour high up here. And see, this is, and like looking at it in hindsight, like my thought process is literally not making any sense. Like looking at it in hindsight, I'm trying to remember why I'm over here taking this. And bruh, I can't even like explain it good. I feel like that's probably a sign. Because realistically, I should have been bearish looking for us to come into this fair value gap, this 1 hour fair value gap, or the middle of this 4-hour fair value gap. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the heck, like what was I thinking taking along in this? Whatever, man. I remember this trade, though, also. So, on the 15-minute, I remember it because on the 15-minute, we came down. So, I took this 15-minute low as a liquidity sweep. Then, right at market open, we wick into this 15-minute liquidity sweep. And I'm debating in my mind, like, do I want to count that? Like, do I want to take it? And for a while, I was like, no. But then I was like, yes. Because I saw how we were getting momentum out of that. So I was like, you know what? We're going to count it. So then we had a 5-minute break of structure after that. And I was like, all right, bet. Looks like this is exactly what I want to see. Plus a 5-minute fair value gap. Oh, bro. Like, as I'm reviewing this, I'm getting kind of angry. I'm low-key getting kind of angry here, bro. Because, like, what the actual heck type of stuff is this? It was just volume out of that candle. Or out of that fair value gap, my bad. Out of that fair value gap. So I long John silvered that. My stops under the 1-minute fair value gap. I was in for 4 contracts. And like I said, I was targeting them highs up there. This was my trade. Now, mind y'all might think, man, this dude sucks. And I mean, there's proof in that. Because what the actual heck was this trade? like, it just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, like I was saying, probably should have targeted, and I haven't even gone back to check if this is actually true. Like I said earlier, should have targeted them that 1 hour fair value gap, or the middle of that 4-hour fair value gap. And yeah, within, I want to say, but Thursday was a consolidation day. I remember now. And bro, I kid you not, I'm literally in a class watching this trade, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're still in it. You know, we're still going strong. I'm trying to come up. I'm up about $300, and then out of nowhere, this humongous Goliath of a freaking candlestick stops me out. Like, huh? What type of stuff is that? What the actual type of stuff is that, bro? So yeah, that was Thursday. Now Friday, guys, Friday was detrimental. I took 2 trades on Friday. I'll be thinking, Cameron, why would you do such a thing? I don't know. I just did it. I was like, oh heck no, that's not how your boy is going out. Not like that. And I took the trade. And I went out even worse. So let's go through what happened. See, like, I'm trying to figure out what I'm thinking, bro, and I can't even figure out what I'm thinking. You know, we're not even going to trade recap Friday because I don't even know what the heck I was thinking. Anyway, essentially, I took a long and then I took a short. And the Holy Spirit was trying to teach me something. One, trying to teach me about greed and what it can do. Because, oh my goodness, what the heck did I do with that second trade? I took it at 10:01. 10 o'clock is my stop time. But I was greedy enough to wait and to see how trash price was moving. And I was like, no, I can't go out like that. And took another. I would have only lost 150 because I got out fast enough on the first trade. But on that second trade, I got cooked, so. And then trying to do these things out of my own knowledge. You know, Proverbs tells us we cannot lean on our own understanding. And too often, even in my profession, even in what I want to be full-time in, I lean too much on my own understanding. Like, if I say I follow the Lord and I give everything to the Lord, then why don't I give this as well? Why don't I also give my trading to the Lord? So, yeah, he was like, because whenever I'm in communication with him while I'm trading, I cook. Whenever I do it, whenever I, focus on his glory rather than my own, he blesses me. But whenever I do stuff like this, I do not get blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I supposed to receive blessing whenever I'm actively fleeing from the Lord? So, yeah. That's trade recap. The Lord did not invalidate what he had me write on the back of this page. This is still to come true. This is still to come true. Just not exactly how I imagined it, you know? And when does it ever go exactly how you imagined it? The Father's mind is too infinite for our finite brains to comprehend anything. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that was this week. Just want to get on here and keep it updated, and we'll see. I'm gonna honestly do weekly I can't do weekly recaps because then it goes like this where I don't know what the heck's going on. So I'll try my best to stay consistent. It's hard, bro. It's low-key hard making YouTube videos. I need to become more efficient. I need to find a screen recorder is what I need to find. Anyway, but yeah, that was that. This is this. Christ is Lord, and you know what I'm saying? Toodles.